Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, City of Electrons. In this video, we're talking about this particular guy, question 5. So, explain the motivation for the evolution from 1G to 5G cellular system. The idea is this: since we've started the wireless communication, okay, cellular system, the first generation, why don't we just stop there? What's the point of going to second generation, third, fourth, and fifth? What's the point? Why don't we just stick to the first one? Okay. Now, to answer that, bear these three things in mind. To answer that, bear these three things in mind. One, more people. More people. The second thing is what? More speed. More speed. I think these things are very obvious things. And then the last one is what? More services. Services. So everything you have here, they are just summary of these guys. Okay, summary of these guys, or expansion of these guys, let me put it that way. So we have to move from first generation to second to third to fourth to fifth, and even talking about sixth. Okay, why? Because more people, more speed, more services. What do we mean? Now, the first generation had less people making use of the cellular system compared to now. So therefore, the increasing number of mobile users is one of the reasons why we have that evolution, and from first G and so on. Then, which is more people, okay? Then the second one is what? Demand for higher data rates, meaning you want to be processing data at a higher speed. Are we following? Then the third one is what? Need for efficient for that we need to use limited frequencies more efficiently. Need for improved spectral efficiency. Don't worry about this big language. Spectra is the range of frequency we have. Okay, all frequencies, the range. So the need for improved spectral efficiency. Thank God we already talked about frequency reuse. Okay, so the frequency we have available to us, how can we use them well? Are we getting the point? So this need is part of the evolution, part of the reasons why we evolved. Then the other one is what? Support for multimedia services. Of course, that's more services. So not just only voice. Now we add SMS. Not just SMS. We talk about internet connection. Not just internet, fast internet. Then this one, which is a requirement for reliable and low latency communication. That's more what? Speed. So when you do something, when you are trying to connect, or you send data, or you make a call or anything, you expect low latency, meaning the low latency, that means you are getting your response as fast as possible. It should not be, let me use the word, it should not be too late. The rate of latency should be low. Are we getting the point now? So this requirement is one of the reasons for the evolution. So each generation introduced new technology to address all these methods, all these needs rather. So all these are the needs. This last one is not a need though. This last one is not. This last one is just talking about these other guys here. Okay, so each generation introduced new technologies to address these needs. Okay, so question: explain the motivation for the evolution from 1G to 5G cellular system. One is increasing number of users, demand for higher data rates, need for improved spectral efficiency, support for multimedia service, requirements for reliable and low latency communication. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.